welcome back to another Fast Food Toy Reviews video review. Today we have Dexter's Laboratory set of 8 awesome little toys released by Burger King back in 2003. Let's get them opened up and have a closer look. The first one is called Dexter's Antigravity Chamber, and as you can see, there is Dexter hanging out inside his special anti-gravity machine. So let's give you a spinaroo here. You can take it all in. And right down here, you can see there's some kind of like computer stuff going on. And then right here is a little pink lever. So what you do, and this is the gimmick, you hold this lever down and then watch Dexter. You ready? Here we go. Now he's hovering. Look at this. So my guess is either some kind of weird kind of magic that's doing that, or there's magnets in there. I'm guessing there's some magnets in there that makes them float up in the air like that. It's kind of cool, actually. It's kind of a neat toy, and if you mess with it, you can kind of get Dexter to spin around in there, because when I took him out of the package, he was facing this way here, and then I kind of just messed with it and got him to turn and spin the other way, so now he's facing like frontwards there. Either way, it's kind of a cool little gimmicky toy, and I really like it. So there you go. It's the Dexter's Anti-Gravity Chamber toy. This one is called Dee's Body Scan. As you can see, Dee is inside this scanning machine, and it shows what's in her stomach, and it looks as though she is eating some French fries and a cheeseburger. So the gimmick with this is right here. You take this little arm and you pull it down, and then inside her stomach, the food moves around like she's digesting it in her belly. I don't know what to make of it. So I'm guessing there's like a little magnet in there, and this kind of moves the food around. So let's see. We'll just move this arm up and down really fast. I don't know. Can we just tap it and move it maybe? Or is it just like stuck in place? Doesn't look like it's moving, so it seems as though you have to use the arm to kind of move stuff around. And I guess that's what you do, is you just make the food, the burger and fries, just kind of like jump around in her belly. That's kind of weird and silly, but okay. Anyway, there you go. It's Dee's Body Scan. This next one is called Dexters Brainstorm, and if you look here underneath, you see a little tab. You pull this out, and it's got a battery gimmick that would light up, and unfortunately, the battery is not replaceable, and it does not light up. The batteries have expired in it, but it's supposed to have a glow-in-the-dark feature. So what would normally do is you would take this little red lever, and you would move it back and forth. You can see the little arrows where it says do this, and it kind of looks like it's moving around in there when you toggle this lever back and forth. It makes it look like the brain is moving. It's kind of creepy, but it does glow in the dark. Well, it's supposed to anyway, and then when you toggle this back and forth, it would also light up. So let's turn the lights out and let's see if it actually still glows in the dark. So the glow in the dark feature on this doesn't work either. So if you hold it like this, look at it, doesn't really glow. It just slightly glows, like just a little bit. It's sad too, because I'd love to replace the batteries as well, but unfortunately there's nowhere you can take this apart. It's all pressure sealed, so no way to replace the batteries. But if you move this around, this lever back and forth, if you look closely, you can see it looks like the brain is moving around in there. It's kind of creepy, but cool all at the same time. This is making me chuckle. This is a funny one. And that's it. So there you go. It's Dexter's Brainstorm. The next one in the set is called Dees Hypnotron, and it's kind of a cool toy. It's kind of funny, actually. So there is Dee, and you can see she's sitting in this chair, and what I noticed what's really cool is that when she's sitting up, you can see her eyes open. When you lay her down, look at that, her eyes close. It's kind of creepy, but awesome. And look at her little tongue sticking out. So you have 3 pieces all together, and how this works is you have your little hypno disc, and you place it on right here, this little tab. So we plug this on, just like so, and we push that on there, and then you take Dee right here, and you got the little tabs on the bottom piece here, and you just kind of tab this in, and look at right there, there's a little white nubby thing that kind of spring loaded, and it helps with the gimmick, and I'll show you that in a second. So you pop this in, and then you take Dee and you set her up just like so, and on the back of the toy you can see this little purple lever. You pull this down, and watch this. She gets hypnotized and she falls asleep and falls backwards, and then her eyes close and everything. So you just reset it by setting her back up, and then we'll try to hold this flat and watch. This is great. Here, let's have an up-close look of the hypno disc thing. Here, ready? Here, watch this. Maybe it'll help you sleep better at night. Just stare at this for about 20 seconds. That's awesome. Anyway, there you go. It's Dees Hypnotron. The next one up is called Robo Repair Dexter, and as you can see, there is Dexter holding a special, looks like a pair of pliers with like a little tool thing at the end, which is actually like a little magnet. And then you have this like robot here with a bunch of little doodads and bits in there. And what you're supposed to do is you take Dexter's special little tool here, and then you move all the parts around. You can see each one has a special place where it fits in. So what you would do is you use this and kind of just slide these around and try to get them to fit in the right spot, which is kind of tricky because they all kind of want to stick to the tool that Dexter's holding. So you can kind of mess with it and get them to fit in there. Let's see if we can do this. And it's a little tricky, but I think we can get it here if I concentrate hard enough and get it to lay in there. And did we get that one? I'm trying to get the purple square. And then we got this white thing over here. Looks like a spring or something. And then we got to move this green one over here. This is great. This is a lot of fun. So let's try to get this. This is like a yellow bolt. So let's see if we can move everything out of the way and get this yellow bolt. This is a lot harder than it looks, everyone, I'm telling you. But it's fun. And let's see, can we get it? It's hard to get them to turn. Like, it doesn't want to turn. When you turn this, it struggles to turn the little pieces in there. But I'm concentrating super hard here. I can't get this. I can't get the bolt in there. But it looks like I can get the other ones. Let's see if we can get the other ones. It's kind of tricky. And then you grab one, it moves the other ones out of the way. I think we got the green one. Let's cheat a little bit. So let's move the purple block in there. And let's see, can we get it? I think we almost kind of got it. I just can't get the yellow bolt to turn. I can't get it to spin and turn and fit in there, but we got the other four. It's still kind of fun. A little tricky, but still lots of fun. Anyway, there you go. It's Robo Repair Dexter. The next one up is called Flirting with Danger Dee, and as you can see, Dee is hanging out inside this kind of like mechanized vehicle, and it has a couple of claw arms in the front, which you can actually move up and down. They both swivel up and down, which is kind of cool. So the gimmick with this is underneath here, you can see some wheels going on, and you have a wind up right here. So we wind this up, get it wound up nice and tight, and I'll show you what she does. This is actually really cool. I love this. All right, ready? Here we go. Watch this. This is cool. She's going driving backwards, and then every time she gets to the edge, she stops. It's kind of cool. How does it know how to turn her and stuff? It's kind of curious. Let's wind it up again. We'll do this one more time. The wind-up gimmick is actually starting to kind of go loose in here, so we're losing the wind-up feature with this. Oh, no. Still kind of working. Come on, Dee. Well, like I said in the past, with these wind-up toys, when they get to be like 10, 12, 15 years old, they stop working because the way they're made, just to give you a quick explanation, when they make these wind-up toys like this, they always put a little bit of oil in there, and that oil, like, degrades the plastic on there, and so eventually these wind-up gimmicks, they stop working properly, and it just spins. It doesn't grab and grip anymore, so it's hard to wind them up. But fortunately, we were able to get it to work a little bit. So anyway, there you go. It's Flirting with Danger Dee. The next one in the set is called Dexters Micro Brain Scan. This is kind of cool. So it comes in two pieces. So what you do is you take this part right here and you peg it into the base where Dexter is sitting. You kind of just pop it in there like this. And then what you do is you look right through this little eyepiece right here, and you have a little red knob, and you turn that, and you see different little images and pictures in there. So let's see if we can focus in there. Let's pop this off, and let's see if we can get some good light. And let's see if you can see what I see here. So if you turn the knob, you'll see different pictures in there. Looks like there's a cheeseburger there. So these are all the different things that are inside the thoughts of Dexter's brain. It's hard to make out, but it's kind of silly. Like, what's going on there? It's some dude hanging out on top of Dexter's brain. What do we got there? I don't even know. What is happening there? Okay, let's flip it again. And then there's another picture of a brain of some kind. We flip it again, and there's Dee in there. This is so silly. Look at, let's see if I can focus a little bit better here. Look at this. That's Dee in there doing something. I don't know, what is she doing in there? And then what do we got here? I have no idea. It's hard to focus in there, but it's kind of silly, all the different pictures in there. There's like 6, 7 different pictures in there. It's a cool little toy, so if you ever get this one in hand, yeah, you just look right through that little eyepiece right there, and you can see all the different images of what's going on inside Dexter's head. We'll get this popped on there again, and that's what it looks like all together. It's kind of a cool looking toy, actually. I like this one. And that's it. There you go, everyone. Dexter's Micro Brain Scan. And the last one in the set is called Dexter's Vortex Fusion. That's right, Dexter's Vortex Fusion. So you're supposed to add water right here at the top. You flip this open, and then you fill this with water. We're going to do that in a second. But let's show you how this works without the water. So you have this big silver lever right here. Actually, it's a big button. You push this in, and you can see all the different little beads in there, and they spin around. So watch this. Without the water first, you can see what's happening. It's kind of cool, right? This is awesome. This is probably my favorite one out of the set, I think. I don't know why. It's kind of neat. And that's it. So now we have to fill it with some water. Now that we have it filled with water, let's have a look and see what it does. Let's push the button and watch this. Look at that. So the little plastic balls in there spin around and float in there. And there's even a little bit of air bubbles in there, which makes it look really cool. Let's see if we can get an up-close look at this. Look at that. So you can see what's happening. The little thingy at the bottom is just kind of like spinning everything around and creating like a, well, a vortex. This is cool. Let's push it really fast. I'm trying to push it as fast as I can. This is awesome. Totally loving this one. What do you guys think of this one? This is great. Anyway, there you go. It's Dexter's Vortex Fusion. And there you have it, everyone. Dexter's Laboratory set of 8 fantastic little toys released by Burger King back in 2003. This is an absolute winner in my books. I love this set. Every little toy in here has its own unique gimmick. It's just so much fun to play with this set. I highly recommend getting it into your collection. You'll absolutely love it. I can't recommend it enough. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next time.